In its day, the Nintendo 64 was the most powerful home console you could buy on the market. Sporting a 93 megahertz CPU with a 63 hertz GPU, it was unstoppable. It was more beautiful. The Nintendo 64 was more beautiful than the PlayStation 1 and Sega Saturn combined, and had many PC ports. Today, on Top 10s, we're gonna go over the top 10 best looking Nintendo 64 games of all time. Yes, we know graphics don't matter, but they sure help, especially when they're pushing your console to the limits and increasing your immersion. This is the top 10s. Number 10, Banjo-Kazooie. Rare was a master of creating games for the Nintendo 64, and what a better of a tech demo and a game than Banjo-Kazooie. When I was 10, I gawked at the graphics. All the texture maps were very sharp looking for a Nintendo 64 game, or any game for that matter. The character designs were cute, colorful, and had plenty of smooth animations. For example, seeing Banjo backflip in the air, then using Kazooie to help him glide, or seeing Banjo's nose smear when he humorously and cartoonishly turns his head. The draw distance are large and leave lots of room to feel the open platformer environments. Number 9 is Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 was on 2 CDs for the PS1. Capcom put one game on a single N64 card worth 512 megabytes. Due to this, the backgrounds of this game are just as detailed as the PlayStation, even if it has the same amount of cutscenes as the PS1 did. The textures are somewhat downgraded, but there aren't many jaggeds on the screen anyway, so it looks like a very pretty game, a very scary, horrific adventure for the mature audiences. Number 8, Sin and Punishment. Sin and Punishment wasn't released in the United States, but it can be downloaded on the virtual store on the Wii, and you can emulate it very easily. Sin and Punishment has some very interesting looking graphics, though they are low resolution. They're very fast and high and well animated. They and have interesting characters designed by the people who brought you Gunstar Heroes, and it looks pretty anime, and if you're into that, it's gonna be pretty satisfying for you to look at, and it's just so cool, just all the cool lighting effects and particle effects. Yeah, I believe that Sin and Punishment is a true rarity and a shiny gem. 7, Blast Corps. This was one amazing game in my opinion. Rare created Blast Corps in 1997. It's quite a spectacle of interesting shiny robots, vehicles, and explosions. The environments are very detailed, and you will see bump maps on the environments, such as areas like water, though that could be visual. Trickery, it looks kind of like a low-end Dreamcast game. Even the anti-strophic levels seems higher. Number 6. 6 goes to Paper Mario. Paper Mario will age well to this day, what with its 3D backgrounds and 2D cel-shaded characters. It feels like you're in a cartoon, but with Mario characters made of paper, of course. It's colorful and has personality. What more can I say? It's surely a sight to look at. Number 5. Number 5 goes to Turok 3 Oblivion. Acclaim created the third installment in the Turok franchise. Turok Oblivion has amazing visuals. The cutscenes have the characters' facial expressions and detailed round faces that you will only see in cutscenes. There are also very scary, well-animated bosses that are detailed, as well as the dinosaurs and robots, amongst other enemies. The particle effects are amazing and realistic in animation. You will see bullets fly in the air and energy weapons blast away. All the monsters look fierce, as well as the weapons. Number 4, Star Wars Battle for Naboo. Factor 5 brought us to a time long, long ago in a galaxy far, far away by giving us an immersive, detailed world, universe. Scratch that. Universe in the year 2000, having long draw distance, smooth frame rates, and big worlds. It was so good looking that it had to use netcode to keep it restricted from being emulated on even the best Nintendo 64 emulators. It was so innovative and pushing that it even has graphics settings on a Nintendo 64 game with the expansion packs. Number 3, Perfect Dark. The spiritual sequel to the loved GoldenEye 007 was going to be a final limit pusher in the Nintendo 64 library. It's the most realistic looking shooter on the console, set in the slick Blade Runner future. Perfect Dark looked amazing, touting amazing lighting effects with real-time shadows, shiny weapons, and slightly more detailed looking characters. The textures were sharp and had made the world feel more real, and had a ton of post-processing effects such as motion blur and depth of the field. The only drawback is that it needed an 8 megabit expansion pack and lagged at frame rates below 30. The animation was pretty good though, all motion captured, very nice. Perfect Dark was sure to be an epic and immersive FPS for the Nintendo 64. Number 2 goes to World Championship Racer. Can't have this list without having a racing game. World Champion Racer is the best looking driving game on the console. All the cars were detailed based off of real automobiles. The world had realistic day and night time effects. WCR was also a netcode push N64 game and had taken use of the expansion pack. Now, that's it for now, but let's ramp up with the honorable mentions. And before we get to the honorable mentions, we must do a breakdown. Number 10, Banjo-Kazooie. Number 8, Sin and Punishment. Number 7, Blast Corps. Number 6, Paper Mario. Number 5, Turok 3 Oblivion. Number 4, Star Wars Battle for Naboo. Number 3, Perfect Dark. Number 2, World Championship Racer. And now let's get to the honorable mentions. Honorable mentions include Jet Force Gemini, All Stars Baseball, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Wave Race, Kirby and the Crystal Shards, and Neon Genesis Evangelion. And number 1 goes for Conker's Bad Fur Day! Conker's Bad Fur Day was the swan song of the Nintendo 64. Imagine Banjo-Kazooie on steroids! Everything about this game was filled with life and color. The characters were cute yet edgy in design. All the characters had facial expressions and mouth lip syncing, compared to most N64 games were just a face drawn on a flat bobbing box for a head with no expression. Everything was detailed and blood were buoyant and satisfying. The gore was realistic and humorous at the same time. Titty physics on a flower. It had smooth surfaces and shadows. Oh, so many shadows. The worlds are sharp and light and the lighting effects are just atmospheric. You'll feel like you're in an epic Looney Tunes movie or a raunchy Disney film. It's so detailed for the Nintendo 64 that the console couldn't even handle it, so it lags quite a bit. To this day, however, we will all personally think that CBFD is a robust, lively experience despite its shortcomings. It will impress this today. This is Red Fox Benetton signing out. Now, you can smash that motherfucking subscribe button, or please follow me on Twitter at RedFoxBenetton. If you have any video suggestions or any ideas, please suggest me and I'll probably make them. I'll make another obscure top 10, probably better and more well researched than Watch Mojo crap. Anyway, thank you for watching.